we got to get into the stat leaders. This far into the season, we can actually get into who's truly doing what. Okay? No more running off a little narratives with your Twitter fingers and your TikTok think pieces. Nope. I got the stats right here and we're about to go into it. So, first, points per game. A'ja Wilson is leading with 25 points per game. She's been killing it. Like, I mean, she really has. I am gonna put second place because I feel like the second place really deserves spotlight. Because they're missing the mark by just like a small margin. But for points per game, Kelsey Mitchell is second with 23.3 points. Yeah, both have been killing it. But A'ja has the number one spot and she has been killing it. She has 7 games where she scored 30 plus points. 7 games. And then, you know, she had that one game where she scored 45 points against the Connecticut Sun, which is crazy. Because yeah, that was the game where Anise Morrow thought that she could hit her with the too small, and she was like, "Yeah, no, I'm gonna show you who's too small." Hit her with the 45 points. That was crazy. But anyways, whatever they taught A'ja at That Girl University, it was well worth her education because yeah, she is killing it this season, as always, as always. And just know that my application to That Girl University is definitely pending. It's definitely pending because I need that. But anyways, we got to get into the rebounds because this category is led by Jessica Shepard. Now, Jessica Shepard has 11.7 points. I'm sorry. She's averaging 11.7 rebounds. And of course, Miss Double Queen, Angel Reese, is in second place with 11.5 rebounds. Now, I don't know how they do the math, like 11.7, 11.5 rebounds. Like, what is a 0.5 of a rebound? I don't know. But Jessica Shepard is leading in the rebounds. What I love about her is she's such an aggressive ball protector. She really goes for the ball. She really just owns the paint whenever Dallas is playing. She has a season high of 20 rebounds, and that's against the Aces. Like, that's not easy to do anything against the Aces. So yeah, season high of 20 rebounds. That's pretty impressive, you know. I like that she's a versatile player. She is really good at double-digit assists, and she actually has a career high of 12, which ties with Alyssa Thomas. And I'm gonna tell you why that's important later. But yeah, she's a versatile player. Jessica Shepard, you know, she really gives Dallas her everything. She really gives them her all. And you know what? Yeah, Jessica Shepard is leading in rebounds, and I approve of that. And she's right next to Paige Beckers, which it's not easy to have those kind of stats next to someone who has those kind of stats. I mean, Paige has such a high level court vision, and yeah, shout out to Jessica because she is just a fit over there at Dallas, and she's having a really, really good season. All right. So next I want to get into assists, and that actually goes to Alyssa Thomas. Now, Alyssa Thomas is leading in the assists, and Caitlin Clark actually comes second. Caitlin has 7.8, or she averages 7.8 assists a game, while Alyssa Thomas averages 8.1. Now, yeah, this surprised me actually because Caitlin is so good at what she does, but you almost wouldn't expect AT to own this category. I mean, she is very composed under pressure, and like a lot of times she's double teamed in the paint. You know, like people know that Alyssa Thomas is going to play bully ball. Like, so they double team her in the paint, and she manages to get the ball out to Kalia, get the ball out to Dewana, who both can score. Like, you know, that's what they do. So yeah, shout outs to her because I was really surprised by that stat. But it makes a lot of sense. Now, this next stat leader is leading in blocks, and that is going to go to A'ja Wilson. Now, A'ja Wilson averages 2 blocks a game, and that's pretty dope considering that she's also owning the points per game category. Like, she's that girl. And in second place, Kia Stokes and BG is actually tied with 1.8. So I don't know, again, how they calculate 1.8 of a block. But yes, shout outs to A'ja for owning that. And that's our defensive player of the year. She is not new to this at all. She actually has a season high of 5 blocks, and that was against the Sparks. And yeah, she just constantly has her eye on the ball, and her blocks are clean. A'ja's blocks are all ball and they are clean. Like, what can you do with A'ja? For real. A'ja she's a beast. She's really that girl. But yeah, let's get into steals. Now, Rhyne Howard is leading the pack when it comes to steals. She averages 2.4 steals a game. And her teammate, Jordan Canada, is actually in second place. She averages 2.2. So from these stats, we know the Dream has sticky fingers. The Dream has, for sure, the swiper fingers. But yeah, this is impressive. Rhyne has a season high of 6 steals, and that was actually against both the Mystics and the Portland Fire. So shout outs to Rhyne. And the thing I love about her steals is she does like a quick like reach in. Like, it's almost like she does like a little check to see like, oh, are you gonna fall for it? Oh, you gonna fall for it? Like, Rhyne is so sneaky. She's very observant, and she really capitalizes on a player's mishandling of a ball. Like, she really knows how to get into that moment. And when you are under pressure and you can't really think straight, like, she knows how to kind of get you to kind of act, like, throw her the ball almost. Like, it's like wicked, like, watching Rhyne when she steals the ball. But yeah, she owns this category. So shout outs to Rhyne. All right. So now we're going to get into the most 3 points made. And this goes to, not surprising, Marina Money Mabry. Marina is averaging 3.4 threes a game. And in second place is Rhyne with 3.2. That is so freaking close. But yeah, who can forget Marina Mabry had 2 nights where she shot 9 threes, one against her former team, the Connecticut Sun, and then she had her 53-point night against the Sparks, which was just like, Marina knows how to put on a show. Her precision is truly unmatched. And when she's hot, she's literally burning hot. Like, very good catch and shooter. She can shoot from the mid-range. She can shoot from the 3. She can give you the layup, the reverse layup. Like, she is literally a problem. And it makes a lot of sense why she's owning the 3-point category. Like, it does. So shout outs to Marina. And I'm happy to see that she's like the face of Temple, you know, fire. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of these stat leaders. That is all the stat leaders. Are you surprised by any of them? Are any of the second places surprising? Like, let me know your thoughts. And we are going to move right along. So next, I want to get into the mid-season awards because this one was fun to do. I literally, like I said, was scratching my brain on certain ones, like Defensive Player of the Year, because when you get into the stats, it's like so many people are just like doing so good this season. But yeah, I want to start off with Rookie of the Year because I feel like this one is kind of obvious. You know, we're going to give that to Olivia Miles. I mean, Olivia Miles is literally miles ahead of all of the rookies right now. I mean, she came into this game pretty much pro ready, like pretty much sunned the league, like, and she carried a team that lost their star player, Nafisha Collier, and she carried them when, yeah, they lost a lot of teammates in general to the off season and the trades and free agency. So she's awesome, and I think that she really deserves Rookie of the Year. And I know a lot of people are making a case for her in MVP, and I am here for that conversation. I am. I feel like she really deserves it. However, I am gonna give that award to Asia Wilson. I understand Olivia Miles being in the conversation, but I feel like Asia is leading in all major categories right now. Like points per game, points made all season, blocks, like not for nothing. Like the Aces are 18-8 right now. Like they're whooping ass, and Asia is at the center of all of that. So I'm thinking Asia Wilson for MVP. But I definitely can understand making a case for Olivia Miles. I can see Olivia Miles having both Rookie of the Year and MVP this year. So we definitely have to see what happens. I'm so glad I don't work at the front office up there with Kathy and them and whoever is making these decisions, because it's just like way too much talent. Like I just feel like I would always be snubbing someone. But anyways, I can't wait because it's gonna be good. Now, when it comes to the Defensive Player of the Year award, that award I'm going to give to Gabby Williams. And how I got there was not pretty because I'm going to break down these stats. Yeah, definitely. So many people could have easily walked away with this award. Asia and Kia Stokes right now currently are tied with 49 blocks this whole season. I just checked. They are tied. Asia Wilson and Kia Stokes. Ryan is leading, as we mentioned, in steals. All season, she's had 60 steals. Now, I personally feel like you can even make a case for Emily Engstler. And I know she's not really in the conversation, but Emily Engstler is leading, not leading, but she's consistent across the board. Okay, she has 42 steals and 44 blocks this season, and I feel like that's pretty consistent. It is pretty consistent across. I just feel like I can make a case for Emily, but yeah, when you look at the teams and the overall like defensive rating, the Valkyries are leading when it comes to that. They're leading the league defensively. And I just feel like Gabby Williams, it starts with Gabby Williams, you know? And when I think about that, even though she's not leading in like major stats and major categories, Gabby is that girl, you know, and I feel like she is the difference maker over there for Valkyrie. So I'm gonna give her Defensive Player of the Year. And yeah, again, the front office, I don't know how they're gonna do it, because me personally, yeah, I would have gave it to like 3-4 people. It'd have been co-Defensive Player of the Year all over again, but instead of 2 people like last year, it would have been like 4 people. It'd have been like a few people. The players would have been mad at me. Whew. Anyways, let's get into the 6th man of the year. Now, this category could have easily gone to Chennedy Carter. We all know that. But we can't give the award all shoulda, coulda, wouldas. So I'm going to give this award to Janelle Salon. And yeah, Janelle. I'm going to give it to Janelle. I feel like whenever she comes into the game, she makes an impact. And she's just consistent. Like, you really can't beat it. She's double digits. Like, she can affect the game at all angles, and I'm just gonna have to give it to Janelle. I would have loved to give it to Chennedy Carter, but we're gonna get into Chennedy Carter a little later because she's doing things right now. But yeah, we're gonna get into that in a little minute. All right. This next category is the most improved player. Now, this easily I'm giving to Jessica Shepard. Now, since last year, because I was looking at her stats from last year, since last year, she has stepped up her points per game. She's stepped up her assists, and she's getting a lot of minutes over here at Dallas. She's really a difference maker. I feel like, obviously, like we mentioned, she's an efficient rebounder and she's a first-time All-Star. But yeah, I just feel like she is like a clear choice for most improved player. Not to mention, she's had 18 double-doubles. She's had 3 triple-doubles, and she is the only person this season to have triple-doubles. Yeah. The only person, Jessica Shepard is the only person this season to have triple doubles, and she has 3 of them. 18 double doubles. I almost feel that. But yes, Jessica, she is her. She is exactly who she thinks she is. And I'm glad that Dallas is her home right now. And she, like I said, is giving them her all. And shout outs to her. Now, next category, I want to get into the defensive award and the offensive award. Now, the defensive award, if you haven't guessed already, it's going to the Valkyries because, like I said, they're leading the league. I'm sorry, defensively, and like they are really limiting other teams. Their points per game. They're really lowering their field goal percentage. Like, they are not making it easy for these teams to do anything. So yeah, Valkyries definitely got the defensive award. The offensive award is going to go to the Fever. Now, the Fever is leading the league with 94 points per game, and yeah, that's pretty impressive. I mean, their backcourt is amazing. And the connection between Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Aaliyah Boston, yeah, it's like magnetic. It is they reach such a flow state when they play together. So yes, they get the offensive award because they're really got some high scoring games. Yeah. Now, this next award, we gotta get a little petty. We have the Tech Award. Now, who do y'all think got this Tech Award? The Tech Award in first place goes to no other than Angel Reese with 7 techs this season. And in second place, we have Caitlin Clark. Now, this makes complete sense because, yeah, they are pretty much the face of the backlash for the league. And it just is what it is. So I get it. I definitely get it. Now, we are going to round out our mid-season awards with the Coach of the Year. And that easily goes to Cheryl Reeves. Now, she did just get honored for the most winningest coach in the league. And yeah, it's just fitting for her to get Coach of the Year. Not only that, Minnesota is on top, and it's stuck, like, for real. Minnesota is up and it's stuck. They're number one, like I said, in the league and in the West. They are killing shit right now. So yeah, Coach of the Year, Cheryl Reeves. And it is what it is. Now, let me know if there's any awards y'all don't agree with. Any that y'all would switch around. You know, it's still kind of early. Like, a lot of these predictions might change. But yeah. Anyways, we're going to get into the next segment where we're going to get into everything that's going on in the W right now, because there is a trending story like every day in the W. The W is so freaking entertaining. Like, if you are not watching the W, oh my God, you got to be bored with your life, because I am so entertained. But anyways, let's get into this first story. Chennedy Carter she is officially entering this 1v1 YouTube era thing, jigabob. All right. Chennedy Carter is going 1v1. Now, there is a basketball organization named Solitude Live. It is official, like, fight style 1v1, and it's suited for, like, solo players. And not gonna lie, I feel like this is perfect for Chennedy Carter, because at this point she is a solo ranger, a solo player, and I mean, she's a little spicy. So maybe a fight style basketball 1v1 might work for her. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. I'm definitely watching this. This is messy. This is, I don't know, but if this is the route Chennedy wants to go, I support it, because I support Chennedy, for real. So yeah, I feel like because she is popping up on the inaugural episode for this organization, that, you know, she's really there for the views, clickbait, you know. But I think this is going to be good for her. I just hope she gets the bag, and then I wouldn't be surprised if she goes overseas. Best of luck to Chennedy, though, because I don't know if she's going back to the W. But yeah. Anyways, the announcement just came out. Kelsey Plum will obviously not be playing in the All-Stars. Her replacement is going to be Kelsey Carter. Now, there was a lot of mixed reviews on this, and I feel like a lot of people made a case for Jordan Canada. You know, they felt like, you know, Jordan Canada would have been a good replacement. And I do agree. However, I do feel like, you know, the Dream does have 3 players already in the All-Stars: Reese, Ryan, Alicia. So I feel like it was fair to kind of find another team, because there were plenty of teams who had no players in the All-Stars. So I do like that they found a team who kind of really didn't have any players in the All-Stars. But yeah, I still didn't understand why they picked Kelsey at first. And when I started to look into the stats for real, there was one stat, I'm not going to lie, it really did impress me. And that was that Kelsey Carter. Okay, let me back up. The stat that impressed me was the points per game for the whole season. Okay. The top 3 players with the highest points per this whole season. I feel like the way I just explained that. But you know, you're following me, okay? So first was A'ja Wilson. A'ja Wilson, let me pull it up. Oh, no. Sorry. Looking at my notes. Kelsey Mitchell has 629 points this season. A'ja Wilson had 626 points this season. So, you know, that could change. She could be number 1 next week. But number 3 was Kelsey Carter. She had 553 points this entire season. So basically, she's really working, y'all. Like, she's getting points, she's getting buckets, she's in the top 3 for the whole season. So I felt like, you know what? Let her be an all-star. Let her do it. And it's in Chicago. Not to mention, Chennedy Carter has been averaging 20 points per game. So you know what? I feel like, yeah, let her have it. Now, I do want to get into the Washington Mystics, because the Mystics, the young hoes, they are really beating the narrative. Like, they have not only solidified their spot in the playoffs, but they're literally managing to wipe out the top teams in the league. Like, and they are not playing. They're really not playing. They've come for the Lynx already. They've come for Liberty, Dream, Fever. They've come for Dallas. Valkyries, they just snapped Valkyries' 9-game winning streak. And I don't know about y'all, but did y'all see when Tiffany put up the loser sign? I felt like that was kind of childish, but she was hurt because Valkyries had 9 wins back to back, and then the Mystics come and snap it. The Mystic has been really out here on the low, just silencing these teams. And then last night they beat the Aces. They beat the motherfucking Aces. Like, what? The Mystics, if you are not paying attention to the Mystics, you need to be paying attention to the Mystics. Because last night, that game was so freaking close. Austin, she did a putback layup, tie the game, 99-99. Right? Then Chelsea tries to get a 3-point layup up. A 3-point jump shot up, miss. Could not get it up. And then the freaking Mystics, they won that game. They won that game. If you are not paying attention to the Mystics, I don't know what you're doing. And then what's killing me is the internet is calling them the CIA. And that is so fitting because they're so silent with these ass whoopings. They was just really moving up the damn standings. And they were like, you either get with it or like you either know or you don't know. You know or you know, you don't know. Like, shit. They asses was whooping ass. So the CIA, Citron, Fin in Austin. Yeah. I'm excited to see how far. Now, do I think that they're going to win it all? I don't know about that. Can they handle a best of 7 series? Can they do that? I know that they could solidify their spot, but can they really hold their own once that competition heats up in the finals? We're gonna have to see. But all I know is the Mystics truly is surprising me. They really are. Like, now, after that game, Becky obviously was pressed in the post game, and she did take a lot of accountability. She did say like the Aces need to work on their defense. But yeah, she took full accountability, and I do love to see that. I also loved her pink and black jacket situation that she had with the pink smoky eyes. That was like really cute. So yeah. Anyways, moving along, let's shout out Caitlin Clark because she had a 45-point game against Seattle. And if you didn't see this game, Cece and Mitchell were on fire. Like, this is that magnetic, like, connection that I was telling you about. Like, they just have that between each other. I mean, they were passing, they were shooting, they were scoring. Like, I love when Cece and Mitchell are here with it. And yeah, they just like again, like they are just they just reach such a flow state, and it's so fun to watch. And then what I like about Fever is Ty Harris manages to come in and she doesn't disrupt that flow state at all. Like, she comes in and she does what she has to do, and she had some major buckets in that game. All right. And shout out to Seattle because, yeah, they have the record that they have, but they put up a good fight more times than not. Okay. They really make those L's hard for the other team. They really, really do. Now, and let me tell you this one thing, right? Seattle was leading in that game. Going into the fourth, Seattle was leading. They were holding their own against Fever. The Fever didn't regain the lead until 1 minute and 11 seconds into the fourth quarter. 1 minute into the fourth quarter, was the freaking Fever able to regain the lead. I mean, Malonga was not playing with them. Flage was not playing with them. Awafam was not playing with them. I mean, this was just such a good game. Seattle's whole starting lineup had 15 plus. Malonga had 28 points. And they almost walked away with the win on a night where Caitlin Clark dropped 45 points. Like, yeah. Seattle really is that team. And I can't wait to see them next year. Especially if they get a really good pick. Yeah. Seattle, they're a problem. They really are. And that was a very entertaining shootout. If you didn't watch that Fever Seattle game, yeah, you definitely missed a good shootout. Oh, that was a good game. That was a good game. All right. So let's get into the Atlanta Temple Sandy Brondello mess. Okay? Because that was a whole mess. All right. So first, Nyara misaligned her back, her ribs. Something was going on with her ribs, but Nyara's injured. And unfortunately, that was off the strength of Angel Reese. Now, it was just a basketball play, but, you know, it's a physical sport, and Nyara got injured. But in the midst of all that, and in the midst of all of Sandy Brondello's frustration, she called Angel a protected species. Which, you know, in her culture, that's something that's okay. That's something that, you know, you can say. But my thing is, Sandy, you gotta read the damn room. Like, you can't say that in a professional sport that has a lot of Black women. You can't say that in America, in a country where, yeah, the word species and animals and stuff being attached to humans are very degrading, and we have a history of using it against Black people. But yeah, no, I just feel like Sandy needed to read the damn room. And do I feel like Sandy is a racist? No, I really don't. I just feel like she just wasn't using her damn brain in that second. And she fucked up, for real. She really, really did. I do like the way that she handled it swiftly, quickly. And, you know, Angel did address it after. She appreciated it. You know, whatever. I'm glad this is over. I'm so freaking tired of Atlanta and Temple games. I don't want to see another Atlanta Temple game because something always happening, something always controversial. I'm over it. I'm. But the thing about it is there is going to be another Atlanta Temple game August 11th, but I'm over it. It better be a peaceful damn game. I don't want to hear about Sandy, Izzy, Angel. I don't want to hear about nothing. Okay? I'm tired of that matchup. I really freaking am. How you guys doing? I feel like I'm doing so much talking. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments. If you are new here, welcome to the Hoops and Hype podcast. And, you know, if you are part of the replay gang, welcome. I hope you have gotten into these topics with me because it is a lot going on in the W. Like, crazy. Like, the news cycle just never freaking stops. It's heavy, but it's also so freaking entertaining. Well, anyways, here to talk about it. Now, moving on from all of the news, all of the trending topics, I want to end off on a segment called Contenders, Pretenders, and Lottery Pickers. I can't talk. Lottery Pickers. Contenders, Pretenders, and Lottery Pickers. All right. And that is how we are going to end today's Hoop and Hype. Now, in the lottery, because these teams are ass and booty cheeks, we have Phoenix, Connecticut, Seattle, unfortunately. The Mystics, because Chicago Sky keep giving up their damn picks. The Mystics. And they're probably going to get some really good players. I can't wait to see Juju in the league. She's going to turn the league up. Olivia turned it up now, but Juju's going to turn it up. I can't wait to see so many players. We have Sarah. Ooh, it's going to be so good. The draft is going to be so good next year. Anyways, our pretenders. We have Portland. Because unfortunately, I know they really want to get a spot in the playoffs. You know, Valkyries did it their first year as an expansion team. But I don't know. I don't know. The competition this year is not the same as last year. It's not. They're going to have to come a little bit harder after the All-Star break if they want a spot in the playoffs. But I think right now they are the pretenders. Toronto's pretenders. I mean, they're injured. I don't know if they're going to recover from the amount of games that they lost. Whew. I don't know. I mean, Brittany's going to come back, but when? I don't know. I think they're the pretenders as well. I don't think the expansion teams are going to make the playoffs. That's sad, guys. Now, also, who falls in the pretenders category? The Sparks. I don't think the Sparks gonna make the playoffs, y'all. I don't. The Sparks, I mean, Naneka is trying. Ray Burrell is trying. Erica, everybody's trying, right? But let's be real. Kelsey is a star player. And without Kelsey, I don't know, they might just be blowing smoke. I think they're the pretenders. I don't think they're gonna make it too far. And Chicago. Chicago likes to come in aggressive. They like to come in like, you know, we got this. We really gonna give it our all. But I don't know if Chicago got what it takes either. I mean, not this year, Chicago. I don't see it for y'all. I don't even think y'all see it for y'all. But yeah, that is the pretenders. And we are gonna conclude with our contenders, which is, you know, now that I think about it, that's how I started this live. But you know, whatever. We're gonna get into it. We got the links because they running shit. I feel like the issue with Liberty, you know, Liberty is my team, but the issue with Liberty is we ain't got enough studs. And I think that's why the Lynx is winning, because they got all the studs. They do. They got Natasha Howard. They got Olivia just showed who her girlfriend is. Did y'all see that? Did y'all peep that? Side conversation. Olivia's girl has just been revealed, and she is so pretty. They're cute. I hope she's with my girl for, you know, genuine reasons, but they cute. They cute. But anyways, Liberty ain't got enough studs because they got them all. McBride, Courtney, like, come on. But they're definitely contenders. The Valkyries, definitely contenders. They might get it this year. The Lynx might get it this year. The Aces, this is anybody's championship. Look, the playoffs is going to be so good. And when I tell y'all I am here for it, I am here for it. I am going to be literally live every single day of the playoffs because I just already know it's going to be, it's going to be good. Dallas contenders, ATL contenders, the Mystics, they're contenders, the Fever, and then the Liberty. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna put Liberty on the Pretenders list, but you know they're my team. So as long as I'm rocking with them, I'm gonna put them on Contenders. I definitely have faith in them to make it to the playoffs. And honestly, after their game last night, who did they freaking play last night? Why am I having a brain fart? Anyway, Sabrina really went off in last night's game, and you know, Brianna, as they say, is so reliable. So if they keep playing like that, I think they're gonna be all right. But I almost put them in the Pretenders category because they've been having a rocky season. And that coach, I don't know about him for real. I really don't know about him. He's too cool, calm, collected, and his freaking plays make no freaking sense. And his lineups are always changing, and they make no freaking sense. And he has too much faith in Rebecca Allen, and a few people. You know, I ain't even gonna go there. And then what's going on with Benija? What's going on with Benija? If we're gonna trade her, let's do it now. And if we not, put her in the game because we need her. Okay? Stop playing with me. All right, Chris. Anyways, that's a side note. I hope you guys enjoyed Hoops and Hype. Oh my God. I hope you guys enjoyed the Hoops and Hype podcast because I definitely love getting into basketball with you guys. Like, this mid-season is so good. And I'm so glad that we're on this all-star break where we're just taking a beat. Because when we come back, oh yeah. It's going to be good. And I can't wait to do another like assessment at the end of the season. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about this. What do you think about these awards, these stat leaders, these standings? So much. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed so you can meet me here next Thursday. And yeah, like if you like this video. Anyways, I'm ranting. I've been talking for how long? 46 minutes? All right, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. Bye.